Hi, my name is Lubna Hussein. I'm a graduate student and Master of Arts in Language Teaching, concentrate with teaching English to speakers of other languages. Today, my presentation about Buddhism and Shinto culture. Here are the points that I will cover today. Buddhism is a spiritual and philosophical culture. I explored and learned about Buddhism teachings and beliefs, and how much influence of Buddhism religions in the followers' life. I met with a couple Japanese college students to investigate about Buddhism culture. They were welcome to talk with me and they identified Buddhism beliefs as a natural way of life and utmost respect of their ancestors. Shinto is mix of Buddhism and all Japanese beliefs. One of Japanese students gave me a brief introduction about the history of Buddhism. The origin of Buddhism was from India, then moved to Japan after World War II. It was then merged with the religion of Shinto, where it was the ancient religion of Japan. Then she added that Buddhism and Shinto are the way of God through spiritual and moral conduct more than a religion. They also did not have a holy book like other religions do. Shinto means purity, simplicity, and the idea that your soul is free of sins. The concept of Shinto beliefs is that people perform meditation in order to purify their souls from any sin that they did before. Also, in Shinto, people seek for the natural life. For example, Japanese women do not like to change their organic state such as they don't color their hair or put on makeup. Another example, they like to build their shrines from natural woods without any paints, pictures, or any statues of gods, because they believe that there is no one God. In addition, they like to build their shrine in natural place like in the mountains to be away from materialistic world. Another aspect of the religion is communicating with kami through kagura dance. The oldest and the most famous type of Shinto is drama art called kagura in Japan. Kagura includes dance, music, and paint. It is a religious carnival where Japanese perform dancing in order to connect with gods. Unlike other religions, Shinto beliefs rely on custom and traditions rather than rules or instructions from a holy text. Today, Kagura lost the ideological concept and was limited to the dance. Now, I will discuss marriage and family life in Soto Zen Buddhism. Marriage, from Buddha's point of view, is the solid relationship based on love, respect, and serenity that inspired Buddha's teachings and wishes alignment of people's life. It is done through truthful meditations of forming of body and mind. They believe that meditation is the strongest bond that helps the family to get rid of poisons of life such as greed, hate, delusions, adultery, anger, ignorance, and desire. Buddha's teachings support the mind and the soul to repent of sins and grant access to purity and perfection. Girls' Day in Japan is about a very significant Japanese holiday. It is also called Doll's Day, celebrated on March 3rd. The Girls' Day is based on the story of the emperor and empress that who bought dolls for their daughter to wish her a good marriage. In this celebration, the parents decorate their houses with dolls and beautiful flowers. They usually buy the dolls when the girls are born. The last point is about Senji. Senji is a meditation practice to wash away the mistakes and sins. Japanese created spiritual literature to deepen in the human soul through the poems and stories. Senji means the revival of people's hearts in order to wash away the mistakes and sins that they have committed in the past. It is a confession that leads people to purity by recognizing their sins through reciting poems. This figure represents the percentage of Omaha Public Schools language spoken at home by grades K to 12. As we can see, Karen represents 75%, followed by Nepali with 17%, Vietnamese by 6%, and other ethnicities represent the rest. In this slide, I will discuss the culture responsive teaching strategies that I will apply in the classroom. I will try to learn about values and principles of Japanese cultures, recognize some performance art and dancing, learn about meditation, understanding students' personalities and habits, know about the family value, know about teaching methods in Japan, and finally learn about celebration and holidays in Japan or other Asian countries. In addition, I will work on increasing students' culture awareness, value, and perception. I will conduct meetings with students' families to ask about the education system and the student needs in their home. Also, I will encourage my students to share Buddhist teachings in order to create a social environment among the students. I will integrate some methods that I can apply in my classroom to connect my lessons to students' culture and traditions. In order to avoid students' conflict, I will encourage students to interact, empathize, and respect. In order to connect my lesson plan with Buddhism, I can create engaging activities. For example, I can ask each of the students to write one value each day from the Shinto and Buddhism religion, and then ask them to hang these values on the wall for all students to see and discuss them. In these activities, I think it's a good method to develop the student speaking skills. I can also use an example in comparing Christmas Eve to Kagura ritual or to any other celebration. I will also try to dedicate 10 minutes for my students to practice meditation in order to release any stress or anxiety they have before starting their school day. I will also include student families in my lesson plan and celebrate culture days such as Girls' Day. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Finally, I would like to acknowledge Dr. Pearson for her guidance and help. Thank you very much.